Hello and welcome back to PSLabor Talk. In the studio today we have Rick Torres, President and CEO of Permanent Solutions Labor Consultants. How are you doing today, Rick?
Doing well, James. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
And one of our previous guests, Cliff Hammond, is back with us today. Cliff is a labor law attorney at the prominent Detroit-based Nemeth Burwell law firm. How are you doing, Cliff?
Doing great, James. Thanks for having me.
Great. And we're very excited to be talking with Michael Lotito, a preeminent labor law attorney with Littler and Mendelson, one of the world's leading labor law firms. Michael's joining us via phone from San Francisco. Can you hear us okay, Michael?
I can, James. It's a pleasure to be with you all.
Fantastic. I'm your host, James Bishop. Okay, gentlemen, we have some very interesting topics to cover today, so let's get right to it. We know that politics are a chief concern of top-level union officials. Does that preoccupation with politics create any obstacles when serving your clients? And this is really for Cliff and Michael here.
Well, in the political sphere, I'll tell you right now, practically speaking, what we've seen right now is a logjam. We've got negotiations that are pretty much on a hiatus for the last couple of weeks because we can't get a rep to the table. They're so involved in both the national and state elections here that we're just having trouble getting these guys there. We're having problems that unfair labor practices will be filed, and then they're just kind of dragging their feet because the union's just not pursuing it or not available for hearings. So as a practical level, from the top down, you've got problems in negotiations. You got problems getting stewards to come to grievance meetings. We're trying to push through some necessary economic realities that have to get done, and the politics get in the way, and that's just a practical reason. And of course, you've got the big picture, 30,000 feet above the ground, what's going on, and obviously you see the changes coming down, and employers want to know. My clients want to know, can we do this, can we do that? And to a certain extent, we're seeing a lot of changes at the board. We're seeing some questions come out. We're seeing some things that are in the courts right now that specifically are causing some trouble, and we just got some little bit of guidance coming out here just in the last couple of days about at-will employment in non-union settings. But in the union areas, we're seeing some traditional ideas and concepts about whether, when you have a termination of a contract, can you go ahead and stop dues deduction. That's going to be pending. And so, that's all a byproduct of the political process. And so from the political sphere, when you have people that are in the politics and they're making rules, it causes problems for our employers.
From my perspective, having done this for about 40 years, when I started out, unions focused in on organizing, negotiating contracts, and making sure that those contracts were administered. And today, unions focus in on politics. And I think that Cliff's comments that you can't even get a union rep or a steward to the table because they're out knocking on doors and doing what they're doing is certainly a concrete example of that. One has to wonder whether all of this political activity is yielding the kind of return on investment that they're looking for. I guess we'll know more about that on Tuesday, whether or not organized labor says, we spent $800 million over the last two cycles and all we got was this lousy T-shirt. So we'll see. But, practically on a local level, the way I see their influence impacting clients is especially in corporate campaigns, because sometimes unions have been successful in getting people that are sympathetic to them or former union officials elected to zoning boards or other kinds of groups that can put pressure on employers, potentially investment from union pension funds. And of course, there are more and more union officials that are being elected to local legislatures, which have an impact on pensions in particular. So there's no question that there's an impact.
Well, I agree with you, Michael, and both you and Cliff also. When I lobbied in Washington D.C. for a couple of years at the beginning of my career when I used to work for the unions, and I will tell you that that they gear up all year long for the presidential elections. They gear up all year long. Everything that we used to do when I worked on the other side, when I worked with unions, was all geared up for the presidential elections and for the state elections. So, I think most people understand that was one of the biggest causes of how they used their dues money that put a split between the AFL-CIO and now we have another federation called the Change to Win Federation. So that was one of the biggest causes of that breakup because of the AFL-CIO wanted to put all its money into politics. And like you said, Michael, hey, we spent $800 million and all I got was this T-shirt. That's the same thing that Andy Stern was saying, and one of the reasons why he led to that breakup.
I will say, when I worked with SCIU before coming over to management side, there was a reality. The business agents were being told point blank, you need to sign people up for political action committees. Get them in there, get your PAC money, get people signed up, and it wasn't necessarily a quota, but if you weren't going to meet it, you're not effective, because we can't get the political changes we're going to need to get the rules changed the way we want them to be changed. And that shows you that it's real. When you're telling your employees, if you don't do this and you don't get us the political leverage to do this, then we don't need you. I don't care how effective you are as a rep at the table with the benefits. I need the politics.